Hey guys, just wanted to share this haul video with you, and I have a lot of different things to share. It's sort of a collective haul, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to tell you about some things from Coastal Scents. You may have noticed if you regularly check their website, there's a new product called the Brush Guard, and this is exactly what it says: keeping bristles safe. And you get these packages, and they're $4.95, and some of them are. Their website really describes it best because you can check there and see exactly how they work, how you should use them, all the different varieties. But I have kind of a variety pack here that comes with all these different sizes, and basically these fit over your brushes and they keep them in good condition if you wanted to toss them into your purse, travel with them, whatever. If you get this, you get this little sort of pamphlet telling you how to care for them, how you can dry your brushes using these, and just all of that info. So definitely, if you're interested in these, they're really inexpensive, so check out their website and you can see how they work. But just to show you here with a couple of my brushes, there's this bigger size here, and you don't slide them down over the top. You would go down this way. And as you can see, it sort of expands to fit. And you're supposed to pull them with about 1/4. What did they say there? See, I have to always check. Extend it 1/4 inch beyond the bristles. So just a little bit further than that. And then this is great. You can just pop this in your makeup bag. If you don't have a special like brush holder section in your bag, that's really great to maintain the shape. And to show you how like a smaller brush would work, this is an eyeshadow brush. Just take this little bitty one and you just slide it up. It's so satisfying too. It's like, okay, there we go. Oops, I slid that one too far. Just slide it up just past the bristles, like that. And they're so easy to use. I think it's a great idea because, like I said, not everybody has a great way to store them in their house, let alone to travel with. So, really inexpensive and available on coastalscents.com. So like I said, check that out. You will see, I think they have, I'm checking their website right now. It tells you, yeah, what all they have. I have that variety pack, was the one I showed you there, but it has some great pictures of how to use them and a video too, so that's worth a look probably. And another new thing at Coastal Scents is their new custom palettes that you can make. I am so pumped about this because I made one here. You can get, first off, you can get a 12 pan or a 4 pan just palette in itself. Okay, so they come with the little metal pans. You can take those out and put these individual shadows in them. The 12 pan container is $7.95, and then there's a 4 pan container that also comes with a mirror on it and an applicator for $4.95 for that. So relatively inexpensive for the palettes, and then you can fill them with a wide variety of shades, whatever shade you want. They're $4.95 a piece, and so if you think about this, I mean, these are amazing quality. So you might think what it would cost to fill up a MAC palette versus what you can fill up one of these for. You have tons to choose from, and they're called Hot Pots. And so I'm going to show you what I did with mine, and I will probably get, I mean, this is another thing, check the website, browse through all the shades they have, but I built one with sort of shades that I really liked that I thought I would use a lot. And I've only used a few of these so far, so look for more maybe on my blog about this, or tutorials definitely using these. But I've got, like, I made a smoky side here, sort of a purplish side, some matte kind of neutrals, and then sort of some warm neutrals over here. So you have so many options with this. Like, I went with sort of a neutral palette, like something I would use on a daily basis, but you can get colorful stuff too. That's totally an option here. And you might think, well, you know, I already have an 88 palette, or I already have, you know, the neutral palette. But the nice thing about these is how small they are. This is not very big, so I would feel comfortable tossing this in my makeup bag and taking it to work with me, whereas I might not want to take my bigger palettes just because they're bigger and a little bit harder to manage. So anyway, nice little palette, and if you look closely, there's these little notches in them, and for me, see if it works, I can stick my finger down in that notch, my fingernail, or you could use like some little small like tweezers maybe or something, and get the shade out. And then when you want to put it in, you can see it's like already magnetizing and it fits right in. Nothing falls out. So really, really nice little palettes, and it would be, what a fun gift idea that would be, to get somebody like maybe the 4-pan palette and then get them a few different, like, you know, 4 or 5 different colors that they could switch in and out if they wanted to. I just think it's awesome, and you're getting exactly what you want. Great quality so far from like the ones I've used. There's this gorgeous like purple shade here, and they're not exactly like what's already in, say, the shimmer palette or the neutral palette. There are some where I can see the similarities, but then others I'm like, I've never seen that shade before. So keep that in mind, that you're not, there are some new things, so definitely worth checking that out on Coastal Scents website as well. So next, I want to tell you about some Everyday Minerals stuff that I got. I always like ordering from Everyday Minerals because they're so prompt with their service, and they give you like some nice free little samples and things like that here and there. But a couple things I wanted to get were some brushes called the Skunkles Foptic brush, but it's it's basically a stippling brush, kind of a narrow stippling brush. I have a bigger one that I kind of reserve for foundation, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have one for my blushes that I wanted to go on a little more sheer. And this is just incredibly soft, just your kind of classic stippling brush. So I've been really enjoying it so far. Incredibly soft on the face, and just a really nice option. And these are such nice quality brushes, and nice big wooden handle, just really well made, so I love that. But the one that I might like even better is their standard flat top brush. Look how cute that is. I mean, it's so tiny. Like, this is what it looks like up next to this guy. So it's a flat brush with really, really soft, dense bristles, which is kind of rare to find, you know, that kind of quality, like very dense but extremely soft. And so flat top means, you know, you can use this and get some really good coverage. I had a flat top one from Sally's that I was kind of using, and I think at a point where I wasn't really quite sure what else was out there, and I was like, oh, it's working fine, but in reality the bristles were very stiff, and this is very, very soft. So it gave me great coverage when I used this with my Everyday Minerals Intensive foundation. So definitely a good deal there. Then I wanted to try out several of the eyeshadows, and I haven't used but one of these actually on my eye so far, so this isn't like a review yet. I will probably review these soon though, because I really am excited about them. But Everyday Minerals eyeshadows come in, oops, just a second, phone's ringing. Alright, sorry guys, my phone rang, so I had to take the call. It was Tyler, in case you were wondering. But anyway, these eyeshadows, I'm not quite sure why they have different tops on them, but either way they do. So these are the mini size too. So this is, I think it's kind of like the standard eyeshadow size. The one I have used so far is called Baby Bath, and it's just a light shimmer with a little bit of, it's kind of like got a little bit of silver shimmer in it, and this goes on super sheer. It went on a lot more sheer actually than I was anticipating, because I started like packing it on my eyelid, and then I realized that might not be what this one's best for. This would maybe be good for like a wash of light shimmer if you just wanted to kind of illuminate your eye area right up in here, like over your, like on your highlight. I think it would make a great highlight, but if you're trying to pack it on, you might spend a little too much time doing that. The other one I have is, this is the one that's for sure matte. The shade is Wallaby, and it's like a reddish or a maroonish purple. Love that kind of shade, so I'm sure I'll like that once I try it out. Getting the lid on here. Okay. The other one I have, this one looks so gorgeous. It's called Mystic Night, and what it is a deep purplish blue with shimmer, and it's so pretty. Like, I think that is going to be so pretty on. I haven't actually tried it on yet. I've taken the little seal off, but I'll let you know how I like that. Probably use it in a tutorial or something, because it's so pretty. So those are the eyeshadows. Got a cheek color because I love their blushes so much. I wanted to try one, and I got this in Salon Fun, and this is a shimmer. And so it's kind of a pinky, it's like a true pink shade with maybe just a hint of like a purplish undertone. Obviously not like drastic purple, but maybe a little bit of a plum undertone. And then I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing a new thing with their packaging. They have this little, instead of just being open and everything sifting out, they have this little slider guy here. So it, you know, it's somewhat contained. I mean, a little bit can still sift out, but it's not getting all over the place when you go to open this up. This stays basically clean and until you know, undo that. So that's pretty outstanding, I think. The packaging has changed a little bit too. That's what it looks like on the outside there. I got one of these jars, one of these mixing jars, which has the same deal on there. Just because when you get the samples, which are tiny, and I'll show you those in a minute, it can be hard to use them in their tiny little form, you know, to get a brush in there and whatever. So this, you can, you know, put some in there and use your brush and clean it out and whatever. So that is available on their website. Also, I got some of their Cosmetic Wet Wipes, natural skin cleansing and gentle makeup removal towelettes. And this is a big thing of them. Trying to see how many there are in there. Okay, I'm not sure, but it's a big thing of them. You know, it's pretty big, and I used one actually when I was doing some swatches the other day. I kind of used it as just something I could wipe my hand down with, so that worked really nicely. And then, as you may know about Everyday Minerals, they have a free sample kit that you can get. You can get 3 foundations, a concealer, and a blush. You can't really mix and match more than that. It has to be that ratio of things, but they're all entirely free. If you just wanted to get that, you would pay shipping, but you know, you can get it and you not pay a dime. So I did that because I was like, well, I'm already getting this stuff, so you might as well try out the sample kit. And so you get these 5 adorable little samples. They're this big. Like I said earlier, you can see why that might be hard to swirl your brush in there. But I was just curious to try out a few different foundation shades, just as the seasons are changing. You know, maybe I'm changing colors too. But I got just a few different ones. I got Light Martian Intensive Foundation, Perfect Intensive Foundation, and Fairly Summer Original Glow Foundation. To learn more about the different finishes, go on there, but I'll just tell you right now, Intensive is the heaviest coverage. And if one of these don't work for me, I thought, you know, I could hand that to my mom and let her try it, or my sister, or whatever. So that's a nice option you have there. I got the concealer in Pearl Beige. Yeah, which is basically like just a light color that you can use to kind of highlight under your eye, over your eye, wherever. Sort of more than a concealer, it's kind of like a highlighter. And then this blush in Snuggle, and it is sort of a light peach, little bit of a goldeny undertone to it. Very hard to tell in the packaging what it is, but like I said, I'll try those things out, let you know how it goes. They also gave me 2 free lip balms when I got into my package. One is in Butterfly Garden and one is in Cozy Nights, and it says Natural Lip Gloss. I'm wearing the one in Cozy Nights right now. Didn't even really know about these, so they just came in there, so that was nice of them. But anyway, that's all for this haul video, I believe. So thank you guys so much for watching. This gives you an idea of some things that I might be reviewing or doing tutorials on. I almost said tutorialing in the future. So keep checking back on my channel and have a great day.